Hi everyone, and welcome to our first Literacy Professional Development session of the year. Today we're going to be discussing our year-long literacy goals for supporting our struggling readers and writers here at Barron Elementary School. But the first thing that I'm going to ask you all to do before we begin the presentation is to download the Slido app on your cell phones and type in the code capital K162 so that you can participate in a couple of the live polls that we're going to be doing and so that you can ask any questions that you may have throughout the presentation. All right, and let's begin. So the first thing that I want you all to do is to please turn on your cell phones and go to the Slido app that I was just talking about. With the people around you, I want you to turn and talk and think about this question. In terms of literacy, what skills or strategies do you feel our students struggle to master here at Barron? Have a conversation with the people around you and record your thoughts on the Slido app. Okay, everyone, now that you have finished up your conversations, take a look up here at the results of your recordings from the Slido app. For those of you who are unfamiliar with word clouds, the larger the word is, the more results that word got. So it seems as if many of us are in agreement in that vocabulary acquisition is one of our biggest areas of weakness with our students, along with maybe summarizing and editing and conventions. And while there are similarities on this list, there are also many different aspects of literacy that are represented as well. While we can't address them all individually, we can work to engage students and provide them with strategies to improve their reading and writing abilities. Therefore, our goals this year are formulated and centered around student engagement, all while addressing as many aspects of literacy as possible. Our first goal is to improve students' vocabulary acquisition skills by providing professional development for teachers using robust vocabulary instructional strategies. Our second goal is to implement a school-wide peer tutoring program, and our third goal is to increase effectiveness of strategy group instruction. The rest of this presentation is going to take us through each one of these goals, and then at the end show an action plan for how we're going to carry out each one of these goals throughout the rest of this year. Okay, so before we begin going through each goal, I just wanted to explain why these goals were chosen and the rationale for choosing these goals. So according to our school data, we have pockets of students that struggle in certain aspects of literacy. Data shows that our ELL and intermediate learners tend to struggle more with comprehension. Our attention deficit learners struggle more with writing skills, and our kindergarten and primary students struggle with phonemic awareness. Our school-wide iReady data shows that both primary and intermediate grades are struggling with vocabulary acquisition skills, while primary students are struggling with phonemic awareness as well. According to last year's Smarter Balance results, 64% of students in 5th grade, 66% of students in 4th grade, and only 47% of students in 3rd grade were proficient in reading. While the development of these goals fostered from school data, research also proves why vocabulary programs, peer tutoring, and strategy group instruction are proven and effective techniques in improving student achievement. In an article by Gallagher and Anderson, they say that vocabulary is important to reading achievement and to overall school success. In another article from peer tutoring, they say that peer tutoring significantly improved students' academic performance and reduced disruptive behavior, and proved to be very successful with all students, especially English language learners. And then last of all, this is an article from the Teachers College website, and they quote Dubie, Bessette, and Dorval's article, and they said that the positive effects of the combination of flexible grouping associated with the explicit teaching of writing are particularly clear in the subgroups of students with learning difficulties or severe learning difficulty in writing. The most significant research is John Hattie's effect sizes, and researcher John Hattie uses these effect sizes to determine the impact of factors that affect student achievement. So for example, an effect size of 0.4 is considered average. Listed here, I have our goals for this year. Teaching strategies comes in with an effect size of 0.57. Small group learning, has an effect size of 0.47. Vocabulary programs has an effect size of 0.62, and peer tutoring at 0.53. Make all of our goals meaningful, purposeful, and effective. Okay, so let's get into our first goal and let's get all jazzed up for vocabulary instruction. This year we're going to be studying robust ways to teach vocabulary, and we're specifically going to be implementing two instructional strategies called a graffiti wall and a picture word wall. Both of these strategies come from Gallagher and Anderson's article and research on vocabulary instruction. The graffiti wall method of vocabulary instruction engages students in texts or topics by utilizing the Freyer model to make meanings of words. And if you can see here, sorry that the picture is a little bit blurry, but students work together to define vocabulary words, and they write the word in the center of the paper like in graffiti style. Well, in one corner they define the word, in another corner they write antonyms for the words, in another corner they illustrate the word, and in the last corner they create a sentence highlighting the meaning of the word. And in the picture word wall method, students are engaged in vocabulary through the discussion of how images represent a word's meaning. So it's almost similar to the graffiti wall, except this strategy uses actual pictures of words and maybe more geared towards primary students or students at the intermediate level that maybe are learning a completely new topic. As you can see here, again, the picture is a little bit blurry, but the word is right next to the actual image of the word, and students engage in discussion to create meaning for the words. Moving on to our second goal, which is class and school-wide peer tutoring. There are four specific peer tutoring models that we are going to be looking at, and while we won't be necessarily following each one of these exactly as they are supposed to be, we will be taking versions of each one of these models. While I'm not going to go through each one of these individually, I will say that they are all highly, highly researched and proven that to be engaging for all students. And if you see the quote in the middle, it says that all students benefit from peer tutoring programs, especially students of low socioeconomic status, students reading at a lower reading level, and students with learning disabilities. Our last and final goal is to increase effectiveness of strategy group instruction. We're going to implement this goal through a book study of Jennifer Saravallo's The Reading Strategies book and the Writing Strategies book. And Jennifer Saravallo says, without engagement, we've got nothing. And that is what this goal is all about. We've been studying and teaching Readers and Writers Workshop for years now, but yet we always have students that struggle, even though they are taught a progression of skills throughout their K-5 career. So why haven't some students mastered conventions? Or why do they still not know how to summarize? Jennifer's books are meant to address these skills that students have not yet mastered through small strategy groups. And I especially love this quote by her that says, unlike a technique, writing strategies can do more than help improve the qualities of the writing or improve the craft. Strategies can also help a writer with habits and behaviors, and this is the ultimate goal of this goal, to create writers that have good habits and behaviors. Here's Jennifer actually explaining her Writing Strategies book, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so we've gone through all three goals. Now, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Let's take a look at our action plan for implementing these three goals this year. So we're going to improve students' vocabulary acquisition throughout this entire school year. We're going to do that through professional development, through walkthroughs in each classroom, through grade level planning. So teachers and reading specialists are going to be involved in this. I'm going to be guiding you throughout the year on implementing the graffiti wall and the picture word wall into your classrooms. And we're going to use that article, Get All Jazzed Up for Vocabulary Instruction Strategies That Engage by Gallagher and Anderson, almost as a book study, but as an article study. And then to prove the success of this, we're going to take a look at students' pre and post assessments, specifically the craft and elaboration sections of the units of study rubrics. And we're going to take a look at iReady results, especially in benchmark results. When we implement our school-wide peer tutoring program, again, it's going to be year-long, and I'm going to be involved, teachers will be involved, paraprofessionals, reading assistants, principal, pretty much everyone in the school as we implement this school-wide peer tutoring program. And we're going to use the article Peer Tutoring and Reading Comprehension as almost like our book study as well for this. And last but not least, we are going to increase the effectiveness of strategy group instruction through Jennifer Saravallo's Reading and Writing Strategies books. We're going to do this again through professional development, but a lot of this will be done throughout the school year in grade level planning meetings. And we're going to take a look at anecdotal notes, comparison of pre and post assessments for reading and writing, iReady results, and benchmark results to make sure that this has truly been an effective goal in our plan for this year. So to wrap this up, I want you to turn and talk one more time with the people around you. Oh, and get out your cell phones too and open up that Slido app for the last time here. So with the people around you, think about this. Although we'll be implementing all of these 3 goals, which goal do you think best applies to you and your students right now, and maybe your grade level right now? Take a moment. Oh, and here are the results from that. Thank you, everyone, and I look forward to implementing our 3 goals with you throughout the rest of this year.